Hello everyone. Welcome back to our channel. Today, I will tell you a very inspiring story. The title of our story is How a Poor Girl Became a Doctor. This story will teach you that no dream is too big and no person is too small. Let's begin. In a small village near the city of New York, there lived a poor girl named Eliana. Her house was very small. It was made of mud and bricks. When it rained, water came inside the house. In summer, it was very hot. In winter, it was very cold. Eliana's father worked as a daily laborer. Some days he got work, some days he did not. Her mother worked in other people's houses to wash clothes and clean floors. They were very poor. Sometimes they did not have enough food. But they had something very special: hope. Eliana was very intelligent. She loved going to school. She studied in a government school. She did not have fancy books. She did not have new clothes. But she had big dreams. Her dream was simple but powerful. She wanted to become a doctor. Why? Because when she was 8 years old, her younger brother became very sick. They did not have money for a good hospital. They went to a small clinic, but it was too late. Her brother died. That day, Eliana cried a lot. She looked at her mother's tears and said, "One day I will become a doctor. I will help poor people." People laughed at her. "Doctor? You?" they said. "You are poor. Doctors are rich people." But Eliana did not listen. Every day she walked 3 kilometers to school. She carried old books in a plastic bag. At night, she studied under a street light because there was no electricity in her house. Many times she felt tired. Many times she felt hungry, but she never gave up. When she reached 10th grade, she got the highest marks in her school. Her teachers were very proud of her. One teacher said, "Aliana, you are special. You can go very far." But there was a big problem. College education was expensive. Her father said with tears in his eyes, "Daughter, I want you to study, but we have no money." Aliana smiled and said, "Abba, don't worry, I will find a way." She applied for a scholarship. She studied day and night for the scholarship test. She prayed, she worked hard, and she trusted herself. And guess what? She passed. She got a full scholarship for college. It was one of the happiest days of her life. In college, life was not easy. Other students had laptops, smartphones, and expensive clothes. Aliana had simple dresses and second-hand books. Sometimes she felt different. Sometimes she felt small. But then she remembered her dream. "I am not here to look rich," she told herself. "I am here to become a doctor." She studied biology with full focus. She asked questions in class. She stayed in the library for hours. After 2 years, she applied for medical college. Medical college was her biggest challenge. Thousands of students applied. Only a few were selected. Aisha was scared, but she believed in herself. The day results came, her hands were shaking. She slowly checked the list. Her name was there. She was selected. She cried. Her parents cried. The whole village celebrated. Now Aliana moved to the city for medical college. Life became even harder. Medical books were thick and difficult. Classes were long. Exams were tough. Some students came from rich families. They had private tutors. Aliana did not. So what did she do? She worked part-time in the evenings. She gave tuition to small children. With that money, she bought books and paid for food. Sometimes she slept only 4 hours. Sometimes she felt like giving up. One night, After failing a difficult test, she sat alone and cried. I am too weak, she thought. Maybe people were right. Maybe poor girls cannot become doctors. But then she remembered her little brother. She remembered her promise. She wiped her tears and said, No, I did not come this far to quit. She worked even harder. Year after year, she passed every exam. Slowly, slowly, she moved closer to her dream. After 5 long years, the big day came, graduation day. She wore her white coat with pride. When her name was called, Dr. Aliana, the whole hall clapped. Her parents were sitting in the audience. Her father's eyes were full of tears. He said, Today my daughter is a doctor. That day was not just her success. It was the victory of hard work, patience, and belief. But the story does not end here. After becoming a doctor, Aliana had many job offers in big private hospitals. They offered her a high salary. But she made a different decision. She went back to her village. People were surprised. Why are you coming back? They asked. You can earn more money in the city. Aliana smiled and said, My dream was not to become rich. My dream was to help poor people. She opened a small clinic in her village. She treated poor patients for free or for very little money. Mothers brought their sick children. Old people came with pain. Aliana treated them with kindness. She did not just give medicine, she gave hope. Slowly, her clinic became famous. NGOs and kind people started helping her. They gave medical equipment and support. Her small clinic became a small hospital. One day, a little girl came to her and said, Dr. Aliana, I also want to become a doctor like you. Aisha smiled and said, You can. Never think you are small. This is how a poor girl became a doctor. So what can we learn from this story? First lesson, your background does not decide your future. Second lesson, hard work is more powerful than money. Third lesson, never let people's words stop you. And the most important lesson, if your dream is pure and your heart is strong, nothing can stop you. Maybe you are watching this video and thinking, I am poor. I have problems. I have no support. Remember Aliana. She had no money. She had no electricity. She had no rich relatives. But she had courage. And courage changed her life. You do not need to be born rich. You do not need to have everything perfect. You just need 3 things: a dream, hard work, and belief. If a poor girl from a small village can become a doctor, then you can also achieve your dream. Never stop learning. Never stop trying. Never stop believing. Thank you so much for watching. If you liked this story, please like, share, and subscribe to our channel for more motivational stories in easy English. See you in the next video. Stay strong, stay positive, and keep dreaming.